Yeah, I thought David pitched his guts out. I mean, not many times you see a young man put his team in front of his family. He had a deal this week where his sister passed away, and he pitched with his heart. And I get kind of emotional because my dad passed away during the season, and really proud of him for that. And I think the kids rallied around that and didn't want him to lose. And so it was going through that emotion in the game. It was really good. I think our guys tried a little hard early in the game, which is going to happen in championship play. And I was really proud of them for playing good defense and having good quality at bats when they needed to. And David was outstanding.
Okay, we'll start questions.
Jacob Under, the Oklahoman. David, with your sister, passing this weekend and everything, how emotional was this? How tough was this for you today?
I just tried to treat it like any other game. Of course, she hasn't got to make it to the game all season with all the treatment she had to be doing. So I knew that she would be watching today and be able to finally see that, and just had to go out there and give it everything I got and just win for the team, for her, for everybody back home. So.
Did you feel, I don't want to say different, but how did you feel out there today? Was anything different for you today?
Not necessarily. I think I just wanted to go out there and compete at the highest level, and that's just what I tried to do. So pretty much that's it, yeah.
Josh Calloway with All Sooners. Skip, I want to ask about Trevin, just the way he finished the game. Also, first pitch, gave up that single to left, and then after that, lights out, 5 up, 5 down to finish the game. Just what can you say about him settling down in a one-run game and just closing this thing out?
Yeah, Trevin's been that guy all year, and I think the club gets comfortable. I had a player a long time ago that was a closer. I mean, it might have been 15 years ago, and he's in pro ball, and he's like, is a closers that important? And I'm like, yeah. The team rallies around those guys. They get comfortable at the end of the game. They know if they got a lead, they're going to win the game. And so I think that's what really helps with Trevin out there. We know that he can throw strikes. We know that he fills his position well. He holds runners, and he's always calm in the moment. And I think that's the biggest difference for him and what he's done. I mean, he's had an outstanding tournament. If you just look at it, he's pitched in 3 games, and really they're tighter than what you think. I mean, everybody as a fan sits up there, and it's, in college baseball, a 3-run lead, 4-run lead, 5-run lead is never enough sometimes.
Also, ask real quick about just your timely hitting today. Obviously, Tanner, the 2-out RBI right away in the first. Jimmy's big 2-run double there. Just getting the big hits when you needed them, in a big spot there in a lower scoring game.
Yeah, I think that's what happens, when you really stay focused, and those guys were up in those moments, and they didn't try to do too much at one time. Most of our offense all day kind of tried too hard a little bit and was a little out of character, but that's a good learning lesson for us, because we talk about you can win and learn a lot, and you can lose and learn, and so we talk about learning from every little detail that we do.
Yeah, Coach, you guys got behind today. You haven't been behind this whole tournament, really. What did you think of the way the team responded to that?
Well, we've been really, really resilient the last month and a half of the season doing that, and we're really proud of them. And can't say enough about what they do and how hard they work at it, and how much they believe in themselves. The dugout's been really good over the last 3 to 4 weeks about pulling for each other, and even the guys that don't play, because they might get the biggest hit when they need to.
And you guys got a tough game out of a 7 seed. You guys, even midway through the season, weren't expected to be this high of a seed. What can you say about kind of the depth of the conference in general? Well,
our conference is really good. I mean, I can remember being in it in maybe 2014, and 3 teams were in Omaha. Our conference is really good, and it'll continue to be good. Every coach in the conference does a great job in every facet of the game, and you got to really focus, and you got to really concentrate and play fundamental baseball to win games.
For Peyton and Jimmy both, how did you guys rally around David this week and today?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I think we just really wanted to get the win for him. He was pitching his heart out there. So I think as an offense collectively, we just tried to piece some stuff together to get some runs for him.
Yeah, no, that was the biggest thing. It's just one pitch at a time. With David, if all of his stuff's working, he's unstoppable. Just like with all of our pin. But yeah, our offense rallies around our good starters. I mean, if they go long and hard, we're gonna rally against them. So just getting that first pitch and him just rolling, I think it's really good for us as an offensive unit and defensively. So.
Peyton, this question for you. Eric Sorensen from D1 Baseball. This is a big pro league ballpark, and you've put the ball out a couple times now. What are you seeing up at the plate, or is it just eating Wheaties or liking your swing?
You get used to it here. Lights are really good, so you see the ball pretty well. Spin, you start seeing it pretty well once you've been here enough times. But other than that, it's just taking the same approach every time.
Yeah, for Peyton and Jimmy, obviously one way or another, you guys are going to see one of your biggest rivals tomorrow, and the only two teams that you guys lost the Big 12 Series to. Just how excited are you guys to get the chance to make up for that tomorrow?
I think it's gonna be awesome. I mean, we're gonna enjoy the environment. It's gonna be hopefully a big crowd out there. So, and we got Horton on the mound, so we're gonna have a dude on the mound just throwing it pretty much. And like I said, we're just gonna try to rally around him, and do our thing.
Just gonna really just try and take it to him. We obviously we dropped the series to both of them, so I think we got a little chip on our shoulder to go in there and take care of business.
Skip, you mentioned the depth of the conference. Can you kind of put in perspective how far you guys have come, though, the way you guys have finished and the way you guys are playing now?
Yeah, I mean, it's just about hard work. I mean, you look at what we do and start believing it's our culture. Some of these guys were around here when it got taken away in the COVID year. We were really, really good. And then last year it was a hiccup. I mean, it was something that didn't get to be around each other, couldn't really get our culture going. And I'm really proud of our coaching staff as much as anything, and our administration. That's what we do. I mean, we get a lot of support from everybody, and we like to play baseball. And, we talk about rivals. Our rival is the baseball. It's not another opponent. I mean, baseball is hard enough to play, and we try to get them to focus on playing baseball. I learned that from the best college baseball coach that ever lived was Augie Garrido. That's what he taught me, and I just try to share his thoughts as I go through these guys in these moments, because that guy played and won a lot of baseball games. I got to learn from him.
One more, if anything? Good?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.